Hello, everyone. Welcome to our Zoom. We are going to be talking for about 30 minutes. Here's Leah. About a few things going on in March and some strategies. One thing I wanted to touch on first is just to really think about all the growth that you have had since starting Plexus. And think of all the fun messages that you've received from people when they are feeling better, off their meds, all the good stuff. And think about yourself. So we have lots of wins to celebrate all the time. But specifically, if you want to put in the chat some wins that you've had this month so far with anyone, anything, any breakthroughs of your own mindset, put them in the chat. Or if there's anything you think, I need more training on this, just put that in the chat so I can see that, okay? Because that's helpful. Here's Alicia. Hi. Okay. Nothing in the chat so far. Here we go. Erica, friends text me out of the blue saying their success with it. Isn't that fun? Mm-hmm. Alyssa got her cousin started and tried before. Good. It's always fun to get the skeptics who become believers, right? When they decide they've learned enough, they've seen enough testimonies. Because when we get, discouraged, or when I get discouraged, I always just think back to where I started. I was very skeptic. So we have to remember that's where everyone is at, usually, okay? Unless they've studied holistic health a lot. So I wanted to spend a little time on the 7 Ps. And this is something that I find is really helping me just organize and plan and get my work done quickly. The basics of work. Because when we think about it, sometimes we can waste a lot of time scrolling and looking and deciding and thinking about things rather than actually making a plan and getting the work done, okay? So the 7 Ps, I'm going to share the screen because I just posted it to in our business builders. So I wanted to show you as I'm talking so you can go back to it and check it out.
So when I lost the business, we didn't have any retirement because we put all our money back into
Kelly.
Hi, I just got home. I'm still on the other Zoom.
I hear that.
I'm trying to get it off. Sorry.
That's okay. I was on it too for a little bit before, just to catch it. Okay. So here is the post that I just did. I did a training video on it, earlier too. So the 7 Ps of successful business Plexus Day starts with planning, of course, right? And a lot of you guys are planners or you wouldn't be successful, right? So when I start my plan, it's usually the night before, like before bed, just kind of look over my planner and make sure I know what I'm doing when I get up in the morning, or else that's really frustrating, right? So you kind of plan before you go to bed and then pray, right? Praying about my business, about my family, about everything in life, and asking God to bless my business, but also to bring people to my business that really are searching for something with their health, or maybe it's financial. And so that's the 2 Ps in the evening. And then in the morning, I kind of say a little prayer in the morning again, and then it's your prepare. And prepare can look different for everybody. If you have little kids, your prepare for the day is going to be get up, get the kids ready for school, get ready for work. It's going to look very different than for someone like me. So the prepare is just a different little segment of what you do in the morning when you get up to start your day. Some people go for a run, some people go work out. Mine is pray, go work out, come home, look at my plan, and make an attack, and make sure I get the rest of my Ps in sometime during the day. And sometimes I have to chunk it into different sections because I don't have that time in the morning. So then after prepares is posting. Posting on social media. All of us on here, I believe, are on social media. So posting so we're consistent. So something right away in the morning. I didn't post today, I don't think. Some days I forget. That's the one I've been really forgetting lately. I'll do it on Instagram and not Facebook or one or the other. So, but doing something that's authentic to you and your brand, and finding out who your brand is something that is different for each of us. That's kind of your niche of people that are attracted to you. And usually it ends up being a lot of your interests, right? Your brand is probably going to be your interests. It used to be 5 categories. Now they kind of narrowed it down to 3, but to me, it's all kind of like who you are. And if you look at the demographics of the team that we have, you know, a lot of my level ones are my age. And I met them through fitness or teaching or family. So when you're speaking, if you go live on Facebook too, or Instagram, it's always good to kind of pretend you're talking to those people or to yourself, your old self, okay? So posting is important. And posting on social media is such an evolving thing. It's changed 24/7 from when I started. So you have to go where you're comfortable. And, you know, so that's where you're talking to your sponsor about that and how to fit that in at your comfort level and not so it's a lot of exhaustion, so that it's empowering and it's working for you. And bringing people that are curious about learning more about what you're talking about, not just Plexus, or our products, but, you know, also your other interests. And then doing an engagement post too. You're going to want to do that at least once a day. And then usually it's evening is another time to post. And that's where they say is a good time to do lives, either like noon or evening. And before we do lives or before we post, they say we're supposed to go and comment on a few other non-Plexus people's posts so that the algorithms go up. I sometimes forget to do that too because I'm in a hurry, but I'm trying to get better at that. So that would be the posting. And then jump to the perks. The perks is just something to check for 5 minutes every day. It's usually 1 or 2 people that you'd have that you have to reach out to. And I don't have anyone usually that meant to shut theirs off. But I know we all have different stories with it. But usually everyone's happy that I notified them, or they just they don't need the products, so then I help them. I send some of the videos that Leah has in our guides in this business builder that's pre-recorded on how to, you know, push it back or how to do the perks in the first place. It usually leads a lot of times to other questions that they have. So anyway, so the perks every day. And then the people part is helping your people, reaching out. You know, you have a brand new ambassador, that's your follow-up. If it's somebody that wants to get to silver, that's your people. So it's all your level 1s first. Then, you know, if you're just starting to share, people is just going to be your level 1s, and maybe just prospecting, right? Inviting people to our events, doing the send, share, invite with our app through videos or Kelly's videos. Just really developing conversations at different levels with people about our amazing products. And popcorn is not eating popcorn, but popping around and helping wherever is needed. And as your team grows, you're going to find that that's going to look different for each of us. So that can be, you know, maybe it's your day to post in one of the groups. Maybe you're scheduling an event for a level 1 or helping the level 2 develop their first silver. So that's where the popcorn is kind of, you know, it says it on here too, like 3-way messages, following up in there. Doing Zooms, FaceTimes, the dual FaceTimes. A lot of you did those this last week as well. So there is a document here that you can use for it, but I know, you know, some of you already have something that you use that works, but here's just an example if you want to try this. If you have a smaller team, you probably don't need to do this every day, your 7 Ps. You probably could get by with doing it 3 days a week. But it really can take just an hour if you do it diplomatically and just get it done and not think about it. So that's the 7 Ps that I'm really liking. Is there any questions about the 7 Ps? There's my little video on it too. Okay. No questions? Or if someone wants to share something that works really well for you that you think would help other people. I know we've talked about this before, so I love the Engage app too. When you send videos, you can get reminders, so that's sometimes a reminder for me too, for different samples that I've sent or videos that I've sent. So, all right.
When you're talking about the app, has anyone noticed some new like reminders or notifications from the app of like your so-and-so hasn't completed step 1, or those are new things, right?
Yeah.
Kind of nice too, but something I noticed that was new with the app. That's must be one of the new features they talked about or were like announced in February or something.
I haven't got any of those. What does it say on there?
I don't
I
have my
noticed
phone.
it too, like they forgot to finish a certain step, especially if they're newer.
Yep. It's like a new, I had switched her as a, she enrolled, but yeah, then it, like a few days later, it said, Wendy hasn't completed step 1 of, and I can't remember what that meant, but I'd have to double check. But
That's
anyway.
awesome. And
Yeah.
that's what they've said, is they want our app to be our system.
Right. So there have been some new things. But so look for that. Or hopefully you're getting that if you have new people.
I've gotten follow-up reminders to myself, but and I've always received those. But that's not what you're talking about. Something different, huh?
Well, it was, my gosh, I don't remember. Megan, it sounds like you've seen what I'm
No,
talking
I'm
about.
trying to look for it too.
I can't remember what it is. I get my phone.
Because like one of these people didn't finish, but it didn't remind me that she didn't finish the steps. It just had a follow-up reminder for me. So interesting. Yeah, they've said that they're constantly going to be changing our app. So we're going to be seeing new things. I don't get any training ahead of time that when it's changed either. So it's kind of learning on the go with it. But that's a nice feature though. Wouldn't you agree, Leah? I mean.
Yeah, and it was like she had it was like a reminder for something because she had signed up. So it was after that. Here I don't know. Yeah, I have to log in again here. But,
yeah, it's making me log in quite a few times too now. Have you guys had to log in and out of your app?
Yeah, I have.
I think 3 times I've had to now. And I don't know what the deal is with that, but. How about the timeliness of the samples? Is that getting better while Leah's logging in?
no.
No, it's not.
No.
I regrettably haven't sent any now for a while because of that reason. So, dang it. I don't know what the answer is there. I did send an email asking about it. Haven't received a reply.
Anyone else not have
Well, I guess I had sent mine in February, and I think it was because of those that bad storm that wasn't, the winter storm, that cold storm that went through the south. So then I think that was about that time too, but it did take like 10 days, and I had messaged customer service about it, and that's what they thought. But I said, it happened last fall too. I had took like 2 weeks to get a sample.
Yeah.
And so I try actually not to use them because it's faster for me to put it in the mail, it seems like.
It's just so much cheaper through the app. That's what I like. But
Yeah.
and
But by the time they get it, I mean, that's almost 10 days away, and then hoping for them to try it and then trying to get
yeah,
it.
if you send it on a Friday, it's going to take 10 days, 10 business days. So it's 2
Mhm.
weeks. Because everything takes 10 days now, it seems like. Through the snail mail too. That's what I'm finding. Are you guys
Right.
finding that?
Yeah, it's not, I don't know, I guess it's not just the samples that are taking long. It seems like other things. But then on the other hand, some things have gotten, if I put a card in the mail, it sometimes gets to Fargo in 2 days.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
Well, all we can do is work with it right now, I guess, right?
Right, exactly. Do what works best for us right now, and hopefully it will get all smoothed out here.
Right, hopefully, yes. The other thing, so Leah, did you find what you were looking for?
I didn't.
Okay.
So
All right.
sorry.
Next time you get it, just take a screenshot and share it maybe in our business builders group so we kind of know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Was it a text or an email that we got that from? Because I can't find mine either.
Well, it wasn't I just got a notification from the app, but
Okay, that's maybe what it was then.
I think I deleted the
N-
alert.
Yes.
So
no.
yeah.
So that leads into the second topic was how to use sampling with our app or not and our Glam Guts Grace Wellness group to educate the skeptics into believers. So, as we're talking to people about the products and sending a sample at the same time, tweaking in, hey, we have a bunch of testimonies, we have events going on all the time in this group. Are you okay if I send you a link? When you join, just feel free to search. You can be a fly on the wall. So that's just getting people in that aren't ready to buy yet. And that's a good place. It's like window shopping. And that's where we want them. And our 3-day event was done. I don't know if anyone got any new ambassadors off of it, but I think, we all know people are watching. So that's why we want those constant events in there and testimonies. If anyone feels led to just go in there one day and share a testimony, I don't think anyone's going to get mad at you.
Absolutely not.
I mean, if someone calls you and has an earth-shattering story to share and you're excited and say, can I share that? I want to go live, and even just share what they said without saying their name. That's all good. It's only going to help the energy in that group. It's going to help. It makes you feel good because we got to tell somebody, right? Don't want to bottle that up and just keep it in you. So that's something I really encourage everybody to feel like that's just, we have the 5 people leading that group, but it doesn't mean, we are all that group, right? So none of us are going to get upset unless we're going live at the same time. That would be an issue, I guess. The only thing I can think of. I don't know what happens if 2 people try to go live in there at the same time, but that'd be a good problem.
Right. It's worth a try, right?
It sure is. So social media marketing and how to attract and speak to your brand. I kind of talked about that already. I know there's a lot of training out there that you can learn from too. There's some that's free, a lot that's free, like Bob Heilig talks a lot on his podcast about social selling. Kristen Boss has Becoming Boss, but I think she's changing her name now. She's pretty well known. I know Alicia, what's the name of the gal I never did that you guys are training with right now? You and Mariki?
Oh, CRD, Julia.
How do you spell it? Julia?
CIARDI, I believe it is.
Yeah, I think it's just Julie.
Okay.
Or is it Julia? I think it's Julie. I should
It
know.
probably is just Julie.
I think it's Julie CRD.
So is there anything you've learned from that you can tell us about that maybe would be helpful, or?
I think the biggest thing, just a second, Jack, you need to go to bed. Like when I think I'm trying to think, My big thing right now is I'm trying to think of what value can we add to our Glam Guts Grace Wellness group that's not Plexus, that like gets people excited. You know, like when we did the fasting, like we had so many people want to join our group, and like there was lots of engagement, and it really didn't, I mean, we brought Plexus into that, but what kind of value can we provide? So that's just kind of what I've been like trying to think of, is what else can we provide in that group, like cooking, or I don't know. So if you guys have any ideas.
We have lots of talents, and I sit and think,
Yeah.
I would love to do a fitness blitz one week, but I'm not ready for that yet. But
Yeah.
by May, I will be, I think, and offer just engagement, like for a week. Let's get a workout in every day, and everyone, kind of like our active one that we have going now, that we started as an active post, right?
Mm-hmm.
And only make it just more focused that week, that everyone's going to get their workout in and post and then do a prize or something. But we have Kelly, who's a cooking master.
Yeah.
And, you know, Kelly, you could go live, like, you know, if you wanted, and share, or we could develop whatever. And that's what's fun about having our own groups, is making it to be our own talents that are adding value. Or it can be drinking your water challenge one week. It can be, you know, Alicia, you are a product guru, or fitting, you know, how to cook for your family. Like you said, you know, there's so many things that we could do, but it's just creating content that takes time.
Yeah, exactly. I think the only other thing I would add is just kind of what you've already mentioned, is branding ourselves. And that's really just a fancy word for kind of picking the top 3 things that we're interested in, like hobbies or what your passion is, and posting, you know, obviously something about Plexus, something about, you know, like for me, it's usually something natural health related, working out, whatever. And then really trying to talk to the person you're trying to market to, which would kind of be like your previous self, like what the person that I was before I started Plexus or whatever. And you mentioned that. So she's really big on that, which a lot of them are. It's just attraction marketing, speaking to your person.
Yeah, and speaking more ingredients than the word Plexus, right? And, you know, maybe like having the pink drink sitting there while you're doing a live, or while you're doing, like Kelly, a cooking show. That's just incidental marketing. You know, you don't have to have the Plexus package there, but, you know, someone's going to notice that pink drink there. I remember when I took a picture in the Combine a couple years ago, I had my arm around Greg, and I had my water bottle, but it was the pink drink in there. And somebody said, "Is that your pink drink in there?" I'm like, "Oh yeah." You know, but it wasn't my purpose. So anyway, those incidental of how we fit it into our day, and we make it part of our day naturally, because it helps us. We're not selling. It's just that it's who we are and what makes us better people. So yeah, thank you. I put you on the spot, Alicia, but thank you.
No, it's okay.
You're good at that. And then I want to talk about dual lives a little bit. So I still haven't done one on Instagram, but Leah did screen recordings of how to do it. Did you guys see that? Thank you, Leah.
Yeah, I watched it all, but I did see it, that she did it. Yes.
So that is in our Business Builders guides. And did you guys get, I know I did Sheila and Kelly the week before on Facebook, and I know I got one person off of that heard somebody's and decided, okay, I'm ready.
I did too.
Oh, you did too?
Yeah.
So isn't that awesome?
Well, you know her. It's Carrie Peralt. She said that she went to high school with you in another little town.
In fact, okay, so I was going to talk to you about this. I saw that was her, but that name sounds familiar. And I searched her, so that I messaged her. I said, oh my gosh. I usually don't really look up who people sponsor, but your name is familiar. So we've had a couple conversations.
We're a couple friends with them. So yeah.
Oh, she's so sweet. I know her sister Sue a little better, but yes. Oh. Isn't that awesome? So, and how easy were those dual lives, you guys? On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being easy, show me how easy duals are,
Easy.
right? And does it build passion?
Builds belief. It builds so much, so much.
And go ahead. Sorry, Kelly.
Oh no, I was just gonna say that, you know, and it doesn't stop there. Sometimes we can be lucky enough to have people accidentally watch and reach out to us, but sometimes we have to do the reaching out. And so what I did was I sent out about 30 messages yesterday, and directed them to Leah and my dual live that we did. And I've had 4 people now that have watched it. I have 2 meetings tomorrow, and I have one that I'm kind of waiting on to see what's, you know, going to go with that. And then the other one, I'm just going to be messaging her tonight. And so, you know, not to toot my own horn because it wasn't my idea. I was just following what Brooke and Emily have been training in March Madness.
And can I share the screen and show you? Kelly did an excellent live video to train us on this, you guys. I don't know if you saw that. Kelly, can I put that up while you're talking?
Oh, sure.
Keep talking.
Oh, well, you know, it's always the follow-up, isn't it, you guys? So people can just fall through the cracks, and I've been ghosted, and trust me, I said I sent about 30 messages. Well, 26 of them are ghosting me, or 25 of them are ghosting me, you know, and I know that they have seen the message because you can see that. And so you just have to we have to keep trying new things. And what I really, 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 really want us to do this week, I'm offering, or I'm challenging you all as my sisters in Plexus to grab one person from your downline. So somebody that you've sponsored, or somebody that is, you know, somebody is somewhere down in your downline, and ask them if they would do one with you. And then do like Marla said, do it at noon, or the other best time is it 8:30, Marla?
They say like, yeah, between supper and bedtime.
Okay.
That's can be 6 and 10, right? Depending on what time zone you're in.
Right, right. But do one this week, you guys. And before you do it, reach out to any of those people that you want to see it first. Make a comment on one of their posts, then do your dual live. Then after your dual live, you're going to send out messages, basically just point blank asking, hey, I'm so excited. I think I might have put the verbiage in the comment section.
You did on the bottom here.
And that's all you do. The little trick that helps even more is to title your dual live. And the way Brooke and Emily taught was to do something opposite to kind of catch the attention. Like, for example, you know, maybe you're doing a dual live with somebody that has energy out of the roof or whatever. Then in the title, put something like, you know, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, or, you know, something like that to just catch the attention. And then to follow up with them. Hey, did you have a chance to, you know, watch it? It's always follow up. And most people, if they'll watch it, they're going to tell you what they thought.
Yep. And sometimes people are busy and don't have time, but then just say, you know, how about I follow up in a couple days? Would 2 days be enough time? And then get back to them, right, Kelly? I mean,
yeah, put it in your calendar, put it on your phone, you know, check in with so-and-so, because I don't know about you guys, but I forget. And then the message feed goes crazy in Messenger, and I can't remember who I followed up with and didn't follow up with. So
Yep. Awesome. So here's Kelly. That's the video that she's explaining all this, but really it's not that hard to do. It's just, it does take intention though to do that. So if we go through the work of the Duo Live, why not take advantage of it and use that Duo Live to generate more marketing in a simple way? And it's real, it's authentic. There's nothing, you know, about
So
anybody
just
else.
You know, just don't stop. I'll take a picture of a little, oh, what do you want to call it? Kind of outline. But just don't stop at doing the Duo Live. Take it one step further and actually send the message asking if they would take 5 minutes to watch it and give their opinion on what they saw, or to tell you if anything intrigued them or stuck out. And then just leave it at that and just wait for them to respond.
Yeah. And looking for people that will do the Duo Lives, you know, if they're not comfortable doing public, then say, how about in our private Plexus group? It's just Plexus, like the product lovers is really small, just the product lovers. And then we have our Glam Guts, which is potentials, a little bigger one, you know, so there's other places that they might feel more comfortable rather than going public. So there's a lot of places for them to go. The other thing is our newsletter went out this morning. Thank you, Leah. So did everybody get a chance to see it and click on the little links?
I have not. I can't wait.
Yes. So I'm looking for feedback on, you know, how did it look? Was it easy flow? Was it too long? I mean, please just get back to me. And so I kind of know like what we want. Maybe you think there's something we're missing that we should have in there, and it's kind of going to be evolving. We know that Starfruit Guava Active is coming, you guys. So I did post also about that. So you can do some little, where did I put it? Where did it go now? Probably towards the bottom. Well, if you search Starfruit Guava, it'll probably come up. And I gave some samples, some pictures you can put in your stories, like who ordered this last year? Do you want to be on my list for ordering it this year? That kind of thing, just to generate some engagement from others. So you can do it on your Facebook wall or Instagram wall also, but I put it in my stories. If you want to go to my stories and look, just screenshot those if you can't find it in the post here. But so that's exciting. It sold out last year in 2 days, right? Day and a half. So that'll be a generated email from Plexus, and they are sending out a text also, they said. So that's great. They haven't done that before with the texting of that. The other thing I wanted to spend a little time is our master calendar that is pinned at the top. I had to run it off and actually, you know, look closely and write it in my calendar, but it's great. It's kind of hard to read because it's a lot of information on there, but at least it's all in one spot. So I'm hoping that's working well for you guys. Thanks to Leah, she's able to do all those fancy things. So that's all I have. I went a little over, I'm sorry. Is there anything else that you guys want to talk about? We have goals for the month. We have till the end of March to get 6 ambassadors to qualify for the Success Prince prizes. So if you haven't got 6, that's going to be your goal. I know Erica has 6. I don't have a list here in front of me. Who has 6 so far this quarter? So January, February, March. That's what you want to go back and look at your level 1s, and that unlocks your prizes. It's exciting. Or And also I got an email, you all got an email with the top leaders for the success sprints. And I saw my name on there. I saw Andrea's name on there. I saw Kelly's name on there. And I saw 2 other names that are on the non-social media team of mine, or 3 names. So, and then I couldn't find it. Like I was going to screenshot and share it. And I was so excited. And it was anyways, they somehow got deleted. But if you go to Success Sprint leaders, like it said, top 2,500 points, top 1,000 points. So though that's exciting to see in the lead, because I don't get to see how many points you have, you guys. I wish I could look at that to see where your points are for Success Sprint. So I might be reaching out to find out where you guys are at. Other than that, yes. Is there any questions about our events coming up? We have this whole week to really engage people, do our duels, follow up, invite people to our next event, which is the Immune Health on the 23rd. And then we have our Zoom Gut Health 101 is the last event on the 30th. So anything I missed?
I have a quick question.
Yes.
I'm just curious, so in April, do you know when we're gonna have the challenge, the 3-day challenge? We have a date set.
We did. Leah, did we put it on?
There is, Tammy, I can't tell you off the top of my head, but I can find it later.
Yeah.
Okay.
We did put it all on.
We did 13 through the 15th.
I think I
13
read it
through
in
the
my
15th
Yep.
in April. Okay.
Yep.
All right, because I know that's, I got behind again here in February, and that's something I need to do now in March, is to kind of reach out ahead of time.
Oh yeah,
So-
I did write it at 13, 14, 15th. And then
Okay.
we're going to do the sugar cravings, the new content with the sugar craving one on the 27th of April. And that's all I have down.
If anybody wants a copy of this outline of how to do a Facebook Live to create enrollments that I got from Brooke, let me know. I don't want to just put it out there because it is copyrighted, but I will share it individually. So just message me and I'll send it to you.
We should, I'll try to put the April the other month's calendars together and post them. So in the business builders where I have in the guides, there's a March, April, May events. And then in the comments, there's the pictures of the event graphics and the calendars. So I'll put the April calendar picture in there when I'm done. So I'll let you know, but I'll try to do that in the next week. So that it's just nice to plan ahead. And then for the immune health, we don't have a graphic yet. So we need one.
Laura was she just wanted to be done with basketball.
That's right. No,
And
it's okay, I
she's-
forgot. So if it's coming, great. I just thought, oh, there isn't one in there yet.
Yes,
So
thank you for mentioning that. Yes.
Yeah, in May, it's the 11th, 12th, and 13th for the 3-day.
Oh, okay.
well,
And
I'll
then-
try to do I'll do the May calendar too, and I'll post it in that spot.
The 25th we have for our event, but we didn't decide which event we're going to do yet. We're going to kind of decide on the content. So
Last thing too is with our events that we're doing at Kelly's, we kind of decided we get into April here when those weekends are getting nice. People aren't going to want to give up their weekends. So we'll probably go back to doing a week night at Kelly's. And then we're going to start doing something here in Devil's Lake too. Does that sound good, Tam? We got to get something going. Yeah, we got to get something going here in Devil's Lake as well. So,
and I'm going to try get something going in Cavalier too. So just so you guys know, because there's a lot of people on the products. Crookston too. Yeah.
In October.
Huh?
What'd you say?
We had one in October in Crookston.
Yeah, we need to do it again though.
Yeah, we'll do it again.
We had a good turnout. Yeah. So we'll just not put those on the calendar yet, right?
right.
Okay. What else? Oh, convention, did you hear? It's going to be virtual, they announced. So here's my thinking. What if we got a place to go, like a Minnesota resort, and hung out during convention? Or somewhere different, but I'm thinking Minnesota's closer for all of us, most of us. But then we have Megan, who it isn't. I don't know, maybe we all should go to Colorado.
Yeah,
that
but
the
then
week
we'd have
of-
to fight over the baby.
Yeah.
Tammy won't let us near her.
I know. Well, because that's in June convention, right?
Yeah.
And I think you said it was, what was the date? Did you say the date?
It's the Friday, Saturday.
Like June. I think I thought you said something around the 18th, which
Yeah.
Yeah, it's around my son's birthday and my anniversary every year. So I thought I put it in here, but I don't see it.
I want to say it can't be over Father's Day. Is it the 19th and 20th maybe?
yeah.
So
'Cause I know Megan's home in June for her class reunion, and I thought it was almost like that same weekend.
Oh, wow.
25th to 26th.
Oh,
Here it is. I know I registered, so.
Right here. Okay.
what is it, Megan? The 25th and 26th?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, okay, the Shine Convention, 25th and 26th. It is later this year. I registered, I didn't even write the date down.
Well, I had already registered. I thought. I couldn't have. Wait. I don't know. I'm thinking out
Did
loud.
anyone else register yet?
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna look for my confirmation email.
Did you register with so you could get the cutout?
The what?
The cutout.
Get the cutout with Tara and Alec. Oh,
Oh,
what in the world?
no.
Oh, unreal.
Oh, it is the 25th and 26th. Well, I'm not gonna miss my son's birthday or my anniversary this time.
Well, hallelujah.
Did Greg steal you guys? I'm gonna stop my recording.